My Hero Vigilantes episode 8, and oh boy, we're getting funny here. This episode adapts chapters 14 and 15 from the manga, so things start off with Koichi pursuing a villain on bike, and when it gets a little too dicey for him, that is when he's saved by a pro hero, this being our new character for the episode, Captain Celebrity. This guy is your typical type with the power of flight and super strength, it looks like. He stops the villain and autographs Koichi's hoodie, ruining it obviously. And we're also given a little blurb about this character. He was from America, but now he's set up shop in Japan. Really interesting overall. He is definitely a big old jerk, and he definitely cares about his public image most of all. And it definitely makes sense to have a character like this in Vigilantes, because it makes a great contrast with our main characters who are operating under the law, and mostly at night, right on the street level, and really working with their community. And at the very opposite end, we have things like Captain Celebrity. Sure, we did have flashy superheroes before, like All Might, but this guy is the absolute extreme, especially when the next big threat is a kaiju villain, and we find out that Captain Celebrity doesn't even want to go into action until he's actually called by the police, and of course he wants to make sure that the media is aware of it so he can look good saving the day. Meanwhile, Koichi goes out of his way to rescue a little girl's dog that was left at the house while everybody else was evacuating. So Captain Celebrity takes out a kaiju and causes a lot of damage, and at the end even has to rescue Koichi from getting squashed, basically taking all of the credit. So yeah, this is a really interesting character. Like I said, I think he's extremely unlikable right off the bat. He even gets his own theme song during the action sequence, and it's hilarious. It's something else. He does also have a whole team that is providing help after the disaster on the ground and giving out food to people. So they are still doing hero stuff, but it is still really weird, much like how in real life you can have people who are doing good things in front of the camera, but they can still be really scummy people. I also like that we get to see some of the aftermath of this giant monster fight where one of the buildings is about to collapse, and so Koichi tries to save some people who are stuck in there, along with Captain Celebrity. And things get really complicated, especially as we find out that Makoto is actually working for Captain Celebrity as a cheerleader, and he's trying really hard to get close to her. No doubt having escaped America from all the controversy of being a playboy over there, and it looks like he's just doing the same thing here again. But I love that on their date or business lunch, that Makoto is completely ahead of things. For a bit it almost seems like she's falling for it, but she actually has the dude's ex-wife on the phone who has a penny case against them, and so then he just immediately squirms and tries to change his image and rebrand going forward, even stealing Koichi and trying to take pictures with him. This guy, I hate this guy, but he's kind of fun to watch. Overall, I really do like that this is one complete story across the whole episode rather than like two little bits put together. And like I said, I think this is an important character to have in a series like this. We do have a big chunk at the end setting up the next episode though, where we find out that Koichi is really worried about his very strict mother coming to visit, whom he had told over the phone things were going well with work and school and even his girlfriend that he doesn't have. So oh boy, yeah, you can tell exactly what is going to happen next episode to keep up the lie. But let me know what you think about this very American episode that was very appropriately posted today.